So you see what I did there. I did it in very fast motion, and I'm sure I'm going to speed this up. So what I'm just trying to do is make sure that the biggest surfaces have paper on them to help me be able to remove my soap. The corners don't really matter. I just stick a butter knife in there to break the surface after it's hardened, and it's good to go. These come all the way apart, so it's relatively easy to get them to separate, but your big flat surfaces do have to have some kind of something on it, some barrier between it and the PVC or acrylic, whatever this is, or it will be so hard to remove. So these are supposed to be linerless, but I go ahead and I just throw some freezer paper on there, and it works for me. Hey everybody, it's Amber with Chili Queen Unique. I'm getting ready to do a couple of batches of soap. It's going to be cold processed soap today. It is way too hot to do a hot process. So we have our Cannabis Rose, which we've had to rename to Cannabis Herb. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be Rose and Herb because Facebook doesn't like the word cannabis. So it is just an herbal undertone to a rose scent. It's just what its proper name was Cannabis Rose. So we're going to be starting with that, and it's 8 pounds of soap. I've already melted my oils and got my lye, and it is going to be an aloe soap. So we have our aloe vera juice instead of water. We're going to be adding some goat milk powder because I don't have a good lead on a new supplier for goat milk. We're doing some kaolin clay. We've added Blue Agave nectar to it. It's a new additive. I think it's going to be really fun. I unfortunately ran out of honey, so we're using Blue Agave. It has a great benefit to the skin. Helps to lighten your dark spots, nourishes it, conditions it, helps for cell regeneration. It's actually kind of an amazing ingredient. I'm surprised I've never thought to use it before. So we will be adding some titanium dioxide because I'm pretty sure that my batter is going to discolor with the fragrance oil a little bit. Alright, so we will be doing a pink, green, red, and yellow micas in our Cannabis Rose, aka Rose and Herb soap. It is going to be super great on the skin after you've been in the sun. So that's kind of what this whole week is about either helping our skin after the sun or preparing our skin for the sun. So let's get started. Oh, it's not focusing on you. Oh, it's probably because I'm in the shot. There you go. Alright, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Billy. I'm 10, and I'm not going to be in a live video, but she says I'm going to be the cameraman for today.
Yeah, so that's my cameraman for today. This is my youngest son. He is my business partner. He comes up with a lot of the ideas on what we should do, what we shouldn't do, what looks good, what doesn't look good. And we're working on designs lately.
Like what I thought about the couple days, I thought about making a green apple soap or a green apple candle.
So I think fall time we will be bringing some green apple into play along with like pumpkin spice and maybe something else. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll bring back berry bewitching. That was a pretty good scent. So.
And I'm not going to be in the camera for the rest of the videos.
Yeah. He's going to be my cameraman, starting and stopping, because there's going to be different points that we have to do that. So.
For all of the videos.
Yep.
Every single video today and for the rest of the
week. Okay. Alright, let's get started. Alright, we are getting ready to start this. In here I have all of my hard oils that are melted down that I added into my cold soft oils. And we have sweet almond oil, castor oil, coconut oil, olive oil, pomace, palm oil, steric acid, safflower oil, and some shea butter, and we're at an 8% superfat. I will post the recipe below. In this one, we have our aloe vera juice and our lye, and I have some sodium lactate in here. We also have our blue agave nectar, which is the new ingredient in here. And what we're gonna do before we pour our lye, so let's go ahead and check our temperatures. We wanna be within 10 degrees of each other. So this is 98 and this is 99, we are good. So before I add my lye, we're actually going to mix in my dry ingredients. And you notice that I am using the goat milk. And the reason why I'm doing this powdered goat milk is because it still has the same beneficial properties. It just doesn't have the water content that fresh goat milk has, nor does it have the authenticity that real goat milk has, or, you know, straight out of the goat. So it's still great. It's just unfortunate that I couldn't find a good local supplier of goat milk right now. We also have our titanium dioxide and we have our kaolin clay. So you can kind of see the 3 different colors in here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick blend these into the oil itself. I'm going to be adding my aloe vera juice lye. And I'm going to pour it down my stick blender to mitigate the splashing that can come up at me. And I hope you guys are watching my other videos, but I'm gonna keep like showing this one vessel for my lye, and it is so amazing. It's amazing that I got it at Goodwill. And it's old, but a lot of the times your glass will start to etch, and that's when you know you cannot use it for lye anymore, and this one never etches. So it was really made very well back in the day. Alright, now we're going to take our fragrance oil, which is what is in here. Do not store your fragrance oil in any kind of plastic, unless you know specifically that it is the right kind of plastic. Always use just a glass mason jar or whatever you have. Most of it's going in here. We're going to put a little bit in there, a little bit in here, and it's all going to come together anyways. Alright, and I think our main color that we're going to do for our cannabis rose is actually going to be pink or green? Green, Billy says.
Green!
Can you open that for me?
Yeah, since you have gloves.
Yeah, gloves make me not be able to open these bags. Oh, it's just a tough bag, huh?
It's closed.
Alright, so our main color is going to be green because let's be honest, we're going with the herb, right? The large batch, that's why there's so much mica. And I really don't want my green to be lost to a... Alright, and then let's go into our yellow and bring it back out of the green.
Everybody has their moments.
Okay.
Like she just scared me.
I just scared myself.
I thought I was gonna flip this big green container all over the floor.
So did I.
Which that would suck.
I thought it was going to land on my toes.
Is it hot?
It will burn me. It's got lye in it. That's why you're standing back there.
I didn't know I was not supposed to be standing up here. Beautiful, beautiful.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. This red is a beautiful red, but it takes kind of a lot to make it red.
Can you zoom in anymore with this camera?
Depends if you're zoomed in or not.
Well, I can zoom in.
You mean zoom out?
Yep.
Alright. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're make sure it's all mixed together.
You were from the dark side to the light side?
And what I'm actually going to do is in the pot swirl, so these are all going to go into this giant pot. I think it's going to be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I said it doesn't really matter. We just want to make sure our yellow has yellow, you know? And watch. From above.
Get all that goodness. That's kind of satisfying.
Okay, we're going to leave this for the tops. There we go. Break our tension.
Ooh, satisfying.
So it'll all make sense in a second.
That does not. Well, it'll look beautiful.
It will be actually really cool looking. Just wait, just wait.
Well,
Okay, and I'm only going to drag this way. I'm going to drag this way. One time around.
Does it have
Soap everywhere?
Does it have any scent right now?
Yes. Can't smell it? Okay, halfway. Oops.
I'm going to smell this.
Okay. Next one.
Is it chunk?
Watch out where there's wheat.
Watch out below.
Look how cool it looking. Okay, and we wanted to do half and half so we can get the top in both. More of our green will be here, and that's why we saved those other portions for the top.
I'm super tall.
And like I said, this one is going to move fast on me.
Holy, that's not that far.
We like it fast though. Huh, Billy?
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting tired of standing. I'm gonna do something. Well, I do all the sit. As if you guys can see, this is way better for me.
Okay, watch out. I'm gonna slam these around. So you know why I do that?
To mix all the time.
Nope, to get all the air bubbles out.
Oh.
So then we're just gonna do like little interest marks.
I never knew that.
Yep, that's why you hear me slamming around every time I make one.
If you guys think it went from a pukish color to a pretty green color, I like this.
I like this color too. I like those earth tones.
And if you guys could ever smell through a candle, it smells pretty nice in here right now. Pretty nice.
You like those globs are ugly? Yes, they are.
And guys, it is like 5 million degrees in here right now.
It is. Probably close to 90 degrees already.
And for us outside, it's probably like, how much will it be? No one knows.
Ooh, and here's our yellow.
Yellow! It looks like mustard.
It does. But it's going to change as it dries.
So it's going to turn into a green?
No, it won't turn into a green. It's going to probably just deepen the yellow. So it won't look quite as bright. But it will be a yellow. Yellow's still a fun color in soap, I think. It's just so happy.
Happy day!
Okay, so now comes the cool fun part where these globs on the top make sense. Where is...
What? Okay guys, I will entertain you guys while he is looking for something. What is it called?
That's alright, I got another chopstick. Good thing I got like 100 packs. Alright. So now I'm going to swirl like this. To prevent soda ash and to help that glitter.
Guys, it's snowing glitter in here.
Quick little spritzes. And that's it.
Yeah.
Let it sit.
Now you gotta sit, let it dry up a little bit.
Yep, 24 hours, it'll harden up.
And then you can get to cutting.
Yep. So we will see you when we cut them.
Right now, bye.
Because it is so fresh, we're going to be wearing gloves. Remember, these are nitrile gloves. If there's any active lye in the soap, it will eat away at the latex. So nitrile is what you do. And as you can see, I've already cut one batch, and that batch was the Huckleberry Dreams. This is the last loaf I was able to make of it. So there's only one of these loaves of this Huckleberry Dreams left. So I get more fragrance. That is, in my community, one of the hottest sellers because the natives here, actually, one of their natural things they harvest is huckleberries. So in my community, where the Klamath live, it is a very popular scent. Huckleberry everything. And I don't blame it, it's delicious smelling. Can't wait to go harvest some berries. Alright, so I always just kind of inspect to make sure there's no problems going on with it. Sometimes you can't see below the wrapping. So I undid my sides and I let it set for a few to dry out a little bit. The bottoms didn't get dried out. That will be fine. So this recipe and the huckleberry recipe were the exact same recipe. And I always do my sweet scents and then my herbal or floral scents on my soap cutter. Just gonna cut off the end and see what's happening. You can see it did get hot, and it'll be interesting to see what happens as it cures. And I do have to hold this up because this soap cutter is not quite long enough for these really long molds. Got some glycerin reverse, and that's okay. Remember, we added extra glycerin to it as well. Which means it's a nice and moisturizing bar. That's what happens when the fats heat up too much while saponification happens. It's a cosmetic defect. But really, I kind of like the look of it. And I'll bring you in closer so you can kind of see the glycerin rivers. I used to freak out and I rebatched it. I think I should have done like a yellow base with green and red and pink. I think it would have been more poppin', but my son really liked that green, and since he was helping me with this batch, or, you know, supporting me emotionally with this batch, and comically. Boy, it's funny. Another little tiny air pocket. Not worrying about them. It's fine. Remember, don't sweat the small stuff. Oh, that's kind of a cool end piece. And so these end pieces usually turn into sample bars. And if people swing by and buy something, or if I have the inclination, I will wrap them. Or if people order online, they will usually get something like this, or something like this, a little bottle of something. This is actually not a sample. This is my face oil that I make, that I use for my own face. That one has a good story to tell. So there you have it. That's it. Cannabis Rose is going to go set up, and she's going to just hang out for 4 to 6 weeks. And we'll bring her back out in about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how hard she is. And we will clean off our sides like we did with the everything soap. And then she will sit another week or 2, and that's how we know. So everything soap should be getting packaged here in a couple of days, as long as all goes well with our water weight. And it will be available soon. So if you watch the video and you're curious about what does an everything soap feel like, because I know a lot of people are ashamed to sell them. I sell mine. They sell. Yeah, you know, if you're curious, check the website, chiltonuniquecreations.com. These will be available on the website in 4 to 6 weeks. So will be Huckleberry Dreams, if it even makes it there, because a lot of people pre-order that Huckleberry Dreams. So sometimes it won't even make it to a for sale point because it's already sold. So if you want Huckleberry Dreams, pre-order, message me on the Facebook, email me at battjackson, BATTJackson @hotmail.com. Send me a text, and if you know me personally, you know where to find me. Alright, we will see you guys next time. Stay unique, be awesome, take chances, and try something new. Alright, you guys have a great day.